What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bubba Chuck's Gaming, where we're going to be talking Battlefield 6 news, beta news, anything under the sun as far as Battlefield 6 is concerned. So if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button wherever you're watching, whether it's TikTok or YouTube. Help us get in the algorithm, and we're going to get started on this news. So with all that being said, we have less than 58 days until Battlefield 6 drops on October 10th. And we have the beta that starts tomorrow, which is Thursday, August 14th. The start times are 1 a.m. Pacific time, 4 a.m. Eastern time, and 9 a.m. BST. And then it's supposed to end the 17th, which is Sunday at 1 a.m. Pacific time, or 4 a.m. Eastern time, or 9 a.m. BST. Now, last time they ended the beta on Monday at 4 a.m. here on the East Coast, and I'm hoping they pull a surprise and do something like that. Because Thursday, Friday, and then it ends Sunday morning, I believe. Alright, so moving right along, we got a lot of stuff to get through. So we're going to be talking Twitch drops. They started yesterday, which was Wednesday, and I was able to secure all 4 of mine. You got to watch 4 hours of a Twitch streamer that has the drops enabled, and you can get 4 different things. You can get a weapon skin, a tank skin, and 2 different types of player skins. One or the other is from the different factions that we have in the game right now, but they look pretty decent. But don't forget to get your Twitch drops. Alright, moving right along. So week 1, we got the Seeker Soldier skin, the all-terrain soldier skin, a bat keychain kind of thing that hangs off your gun, the Dominion weapon package, and the lights out player card background. You can still get those if you didn't have a chance to complete them last week. So they are still available to complete them tomorrow when the beta drops. And also, we have challenges where we can get the War Machine vehicle skin, the Bat Company dog tag, and the Striker Distance weapon package. Those are some pretty slick looking skins. Alright, so we're covering the 3 new game modes and the new map and what to expect. We're going to start with the map first, and it is Empire State. And this place has a few buildings where it has first and second floor, a lot of destruction, and it's infantry only, no vehicles. You do have some nice shooting lanes for sniping, but a lot of it's like a meat grinding kind of medium map where there's a lot of squad play and close quarters combat where that dreaded shotgun will be in play, which we'll talk about that later in the video. And then our game modes, we have squad deathmatch where there's 4 teams of 4, and whatever team reaches 50 kills wins. So that'll be a kind of cool, like competitive kind of game style. Then Rush is coming back. Everybody on the OG Battlefield bandwagon loves Rush. It's similar to Call of Duty, but it's way better than Search and Destroy, obviously, because it's Battlefield. I'd hate to even compare it to Call of Duty, but for the new Call of Duty people that are coming in, that's what that pretty much is. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the gameplay in the background, but they're adding Breakthrough again, but with closed weapons. The closed weapons debate is a very, very controversial topic. I honestly don't care which one they put because I'll be able to adapt and do either or. I definitely think the closed weapons will develop a skill gap where people can't change weapons to certain areas where people are pretty much forced to use LMGs as a medic instead of a assault rifle, and vice versa, and whatever combination you can come up with that will kind of make the game broken in a way. But like I was saying, I don't mind either or. As long as you're able to adapt, it shouldn't matter. But I did start out playing Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, and I think they did have the best class setups as far as how gadgets and explosives and vehicle taking out equipment basically was. Like, I did enjoy Assault that had the Panzerfaust and the different rocket launchers and stuff like that to take out weapons while you're pushing the front lines. And then I did enjoy how medics had SMGs and DMRs, and of course snipers just had sniper stuff. And but then that puts the engineer class in its kind of own category, so that's kind of a tricky, slippery slope there. But that's why DICE gets paid the big bucks, and they can figure that out. I think we've all voiced our opinions, and the proof is in the pudding, so it's just up to them to make the right decision. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the server browser news. It's technically not a server browser. It's a style of menu where you can basically control the maps and modes as you select them, and you can jump right in, and you can kind of make your own combination of a playlist, so that way if you just played a map, you can skip the map that you've played a crap ton of and you can get right to a new one. So like, I don't think this is going to be in the beta build that we're going to be playing tomorrow. The beta build has not been touched. I think the only thing they've added to it was better servers and just more room for more people to join, and then they added the new map and a couple different game modes. I forgot to mention that we're going to have the same 3 maps from week 1, and then we're just going to add Empire State. So that's the cool thing about it. Man. Alright, so with the quick search, basically the matchmaking will prioritize getting in a match, and due to your ping, location, and the population of your area. The timing of getting in a match varies depending on how many people you have, but since Battlefield is popping off the chain right now with player count, we shouldn't have that problem. And another thing with player count, I want to bring up this graphic where it basically talks about the Battlefield numbers. The pre-orders are 605,000 on Steam. The revenue was 35 million, and they spent 400 million on the game. And this isn't including PlayStation and Xbox numbers, of course. And then there's 2.7 million players that have put Battlefield 6 in their wish list. But the beta drew over 600,000 players, and I think DICE or whoever's at the top of EA was expecting to get 100 million players, and that's with the free-to-play BR coming out. So I definitely think they're on their way of crushing that goal. But with all that being said, if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button. And we're going to be talking about things in the game real quick that I want to see get fixed, or at least I think I should have input to get fixed. We have 40 hours on the game right now. The Battlefield stats stuff was able to come out today where you could search your stats. Alright guys, so the things that I want Battlefield to take a look at under the hood with is the sniper glint, which I believe they said they're going to take a look at that. Also the sniper, the stuff that I want the sniper to be improved with, and I'm a sniper at heart, it's my favorite thing to do. But I think the sniper scope spotting stuff is kind of cheap and kind of broken in a sense, because I feel like so many people are spotted, and it just gives all the snipers easy pickings, like catching fish in a barrel basically. I feel like sniping works better when you have a separate gadget that can ping people, and I feel like when you get the automatic ping, like there's no skill in it. You have to hit L1 or whatever button is on your console or PC to spot. I feel like when you're actually spotting like that, you're doing your role instead of it just auto spotting. I think the tanks need to have a clear spot to shoot with the RPGs. Sometimes it takes 4 shells from RPG, and they only do 25 damage at a time, and there's no real clear spot. Like, I've tried shooting it in the butt, I tried shooting it on the turret up top, I tried shooting it everywhere, and it just doesn't blow up as easy, so that makes them a little OP. I wish they had a certain sweet spot where you could aim for it, so that way if the tank's not turned, it's OP, but if you get good positioning on it, you can destroy it. They have to fix the weapon balancing for like just the way they get beamed and stuff. I don't really think that the shotgun needs to be nerfed per se. I think there's a certain ammo or something like that that is bugged, but say if you're in close quarters combat and a lot of people are going to run an SMG, buff the SMG a little bit for close quarters and then kind of nerf it for longer ranges. And then I think we just got to get tanks, planes, choppers, and pretty much any type of vehicle to be tested in Battlefield Labs. I think that'd be a good place to start, and I know they've said they're going to try to do that. I think that's it for the video, y'all. So I appreciate y'all sticking around, and hopefully y'all enjoyed the gameplay in the background. And if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe button, and if you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. And man, I just had enough gameplay to get this video done. So we're going to see y'all on the battlefield, and we should be streaming tomorrow at some point with that beta, so we'll catch y'all on the next one.